Doing a lot of videos on action figures based on movies, I noticed something. There's a lot of kids missing. There's a lot of movies that star kids, but they don't have an action figure. What gives? You're a kid in the 80s. You go see the latest movie. You fall in love with it because there's a kid in the movie that you can relate to. And then you find out they make toys based on the movie. So you rush out to the toy store to buy action figures and you look through the peg. You can find the hero. You can find the adults. You can find the aliens. You can find the ghost. Even the dinosaurs. But you just can't find the kid. What's going on? I just realized there's a lot of kids missing. So let's look at 10 action figure lines where they're missing the kid. And I'm not talking a kid that's like in one scene. I'm talking like a main part of the story is a kid. Well, let's start with number 10. And this is from the movie Return to Oz. A Disney movie. They did a toy line. And guess what? There's no Dorothy. That's right. There's only about 5 figures in this line, maybe 4. And there's no Dorothy. Dorothy, it's a Wizard of Oz movie. It's a sequel to Wizard of Oz, or maybe just based on one of the books. I'm not really sure. I've never seen it. But I know it's got Dorothy in it. I know it has to have Dorothy in it. There's no Dorothy. What's going on here? And look at this. Toy Story. They made a lot of toys based on Toy Story. I mean, there was the pig. They actually made the pig. They made the Mr. Potato. Probably made his wife. They made Buzz Lightyear. They even made Woody. Did they make an Andy? No. No, they didn't make an Andy. No. And this is a long line of figures. They made a lot of stuff. No Andy. A very important character to the role. I know you're saying, well, you're supposed to buy these toys. You're supposed to be the Andy. Screw all that. I want an Andy figure. If I was a kid anyway, when Toy Story came out, I would have wanted an Andy figure. Maybe come with a little Woody hat to put on. I don't know. Maybe it came with a Pizza Planet box. It could have came with something. But why was there no Andy? He was a very important character to all the movies. Makes no sense. How about this one right here? Jurassic Park. No, Junkman, they did Tim. Tim, no little kid is called Tim. They should have called him Timmy. But you know what? Sure, they made a Timmy. But where's that little girl? I don't remember her name. Maybe her name was Bill. I don't know. I don't remember her name. But they didn't make a figure of her. Now, I'm talking about when the line came out. Don't tell me in the comment section, 2015, Mattel bought the line, and no, I'm talking about when the movie was out and the toys were out, okay? I'm not talking about later when some collector edition came out by NECA or something. How did they do the little boy twice? They did the little boy twice. I didn't get the girl at all. She's in it just as much as Tim is. Tim Murphy. Oh. Look at this one right here. Aliens line came out in the early 90s, and they did all the humans, and they did a lot of different aliens, some not even in the movie. Where's that little mute girl? I think her name was Newt. Where was her? Her name was Newt Gunray, and they didn't even make a figure of her. I don't understand. She was a main character of Aliens. Now you can say, well, this was based on a cartoon they were planning to never release. That's not true. Even I, like 5 years ago, did a video that was going to be based on a cartoon, because that's what was going around at the time. It has since come out. That's been a rumor. It's been disproven. There never was going to be a cartoon. I think the cartoon that there are drawings of was based on the commercial they were going to do for the toy line. But this is a wacky line. I give them that because, as you can see here, the main character doesn't look anything like the main character. But I love that Bishop. I know he gets a lot of hate. He got a lot of hate when it came out, but I love that Bishop, that line. How about this line right here? Casper. Remember that movie? Casper. And yeah, they did a ghost of a dead kid. A little boy died and he became a ghost. They did make a little kid toy of that. What about the main girl? The main girl of the movie. You know, the one that also played Wendy Adams. Remember her? No? Well, was she in this line? No! The ghost had no one to talk to. You had Casper. He just had his, I don't know, his uncles or cousins or whatever, his bully ghost people. No humans. No. Where is Wendy Adams? And then you have Commando. A Commando action figure line. Had a lot of people, most of them not even from the movie. Some of them was. One of them was Arnold. You know who they didn't have? Alyssa Milano. I don't know her name in the movie. Maybe it was Sam. I think it was Sam. I bet it was. But Alyssa Milano. I would have loved to have a Alyssa Milano action figure as a kid. All I ever had was a Alyssa Milano poster and a Alyssa Milano pillow. Well, it wasn't a Alyssa Milano pillow. I take the poster, wrap it in the pillow. But that's a whole different story. This is the poster I had right here. Hung on the back of my door. Whew. Growing up, I love some Melissa Milano. I don't know about you guys, but growing up. Whew. Let's look at another line right here. Dick Tracy. It has a little kid in it. He's on the poster. He's on the dang poster. Did he get an action figure? Nope. Madonna got one. Madonna got 2 action figures. One a little action figure, then like a little Barbie doll size. Yeah. Burt Ward got one. Not Burt Ward. What's his name? Beatty. What's his name? Warren Beatty. I don't know why. Warren Beatty or Beatty? Warren Beatty. Anyway, he got an action figure. Then the little kid that's even on the poster, his name is even Kid. Did he get an action figure? No, because he wouldn't be on this list in this video, would he? Oh, how about this one? Dr. Dolittle. This is one of the first times a studio sold toys based on a movie, trying to push the movie. They did a lot of toys, a lot of merchandise to get kids out there. 1967's Dr. Dolittle. Did they make the kids from the movie? Did they? I don't know if this should be on the list or not. I'll be honest with you. I've never seen Dr. Dolittle. I'm not going to go see it. I'm not going to look at it. The name is horrible. The name turns me off. The way the toys look turns me. Everything about it turns me off. It just sounds stupid. Dr. Dolittle. I know it's a classic joke, man. You need to watch it. No, I'm not watching it. It's got a stupid name. Guy wears a top hat. If it's Abraham Lincoln, I'll let it slide. Anybody else, I'm not watching. I'm sure there are kids in this movie. If not, I'll take this one off the list. But there's got to be some kids in this movie, right? Dr. Dolittle. How about Gremlins? LJN made Gremlins toys. And yeah, true, they didn't make any humans, which is bad. They didn't even make Gary down here. Gary was the main character of the movie. But I'm not talking about Gary wasn't a kid. He was an adult. He wasn't in school. He had a job, worked at the bank. And Flo would come in and be like, oh, why is my account overdrawn? But there was a kid in the movie. Yes, there was. Corey Feldman. Where was Corey Feldman action figure? Where? He was in the movie. No Corey Feldman. They didn't even make a Marty Feldman action figure. But then again, he wasn't in the movie, so it probably wouldn't have made much sense anyway. So let's look at the last one right here. Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. LJN again. One of the main characters of the movie is Short Round. Guess what? Breaking news. Short Round was a kid. Where was his action figure? Where? He had only 3 figures in the line, but still. Now, I'll be honest, there was planned for Series 2, and they were going to do a Short Round, but we never did get him. But he should have been there in Series 1. A kid buying toys would have loved to buy Short Round. So that's a look at 10 action figure lines that's missing the kid. I don't understand, especially that girl from Jurassic Park. What's the deal with that? I know you can get, well, girls' figures don't sell that way. If you're going to do the little boy and the little girl should have been a 2-pack. Let's be honest. The little girl, the little boy, Tim, and that little girl, they should have been a 2-pack. Casper doesn't have his human partner to play with. It makes no sense. Anyway, let me know in the comments something that I missed. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video. And you can let me know if there's any kids in Dr. Dolittle. Oh, just the name of it is just, it sounds so god awful.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.